Well, we're walking to the bus for the very last time.
Alright, welcome to what will be the last video
you'll see in this space. Honestly guys, we contemplated not even recording this video because we didn't want to bring a whole lot of attention to the fact that we're selling this bus and we're moving on to another chapter of our life. And even though bus life, van life, living nomadically is still coming with us, for some reason, we've read a lot of comments at least, people are associating the bus with us, and without the bus, they're like, not interested.
Not interested.
But yeah, we don't want to lose any of you guys, and Chad and I have, to be very honest, right at the top of the show, we've been dealing with a lot of kind of fear and anxiety that you guys would not be interested in our content because of this. So with that being said, we hope that that's not the case. We hope that you keep watching and stay tuned because Maui is going to be incredible and amazing. I don't know if you want to add.
Although, like you said, we're leaving bus life. Nomadic life, the adventure lifestyle, living our zeal is coming with us. There's something we realized, and that is a lot of YouTubers become slave to their channels.
Yeah.
And
we've literally been watching like countless videos of creators talking about this past week.
It's kind of insane because you create this channel based on what you believe in, and then all of a sudden you let all these other people decide what kind of content you're going to create. And we never want to let livingZEAL get that way.
Yeah.
We always take encouragement and we always take ideas from what you guys say and make videos about that kind of stuff. But I guess what I mean is we never want to engage in censorship of what we believe and what we feel because we're afraid of negative backlash or we're afraid we're going to lose subscribers or something like that. We always want to stay genuine to ourselves.
We just kind of want to continue to follow our intuition and stay very aligned with the content that we want to create, and I'm very excited to kind of get back into my own like internal groove because I feel like since we got the job at the Buff, things creatively have been a little turned off for me and maybe for you a little bit too, and we're certainly feeling that now since we're just selling a bunch of stuff and we're in this period before we go to Maui that's like kind of weird and not that exciting. We're gonna move on to the next part of the video, but we just kind of want to put that out there. I'm realizing that we're at like 5:30 now, so I guess we weren't brief. We clearly have been thinking about this a lot, but we just want you guys to know from the bottom of our hearts, we love you so much. We appreciate you. We literally wouldn't be able to go to Maui right now if it weren't for you subscribing and watching our videos and liking. We have you guys to thank in every capacity. Anyway.
Thank you. All right, so now let's get into another segment. Okay.
It's a little more regulated light.
Regulated light. Regulate that light, guys. Look at this. So dark and gloomy and blue. Figured while we're doing our last video in the bus, it would be appropriate to do our last kind of bus life essentials.
Yes.
We went through a huge round of minimizing, getting rid of everything that wouldn't fit in a suitcase to take to Hawaii.
I wish we would have brought that list with us, but we're going to do it off the top of the head here.
These items are near and dear to our hearts. We couldn't get rid of them. They're absolutely essential to our life off-grid and on the road. So, coming in at number 1 is an item that we've used before the bus build. I actually bought this a year before Zane and I even met. The AYL Bluetooth speaker is almost waterproof. It's got rubber all around it, so it's been banged around the bus. The sound quality is phenomenal.
Lots of you have actually purchased it and let us know that you love it just as much as we do, so we know it's like across the board a good one. Exactly.
Another item that you guys have purchased that you've let us know has been fantastic, I've seen some Instagram feedback on this one, is our Ryobi battery-powered fans.
Calling out Rolling Vistas, they just got one.
These things are a lifesaver. You can charge the battery off your solar power during the day, or you could plug it right into your solar power. Currently, we just got rid of one. We have 4 batteries right now for this fan, and we're trying to figure out how to take it to Hawaii with us because this fan means that much to us. You can shut the windows on the bus just right, so it kind of pinches the fan in place, and then you have a really nice window fan. The best thing about these, though, is that if you put them on low, they run for at least 10 hours.
I would say like 12
Yeah,
even.
I mean, we've gotten 12, almost 15 hours out of them sometimes. We cannot endorse these enough. By the way, everything that we're mentioning right now is going to be linked right below here. Amazon links, that's where we get everything, because when you're off grid, you just use Amazon.
That's also where we get commission change, to be super frank with you.
Yeah, so
if
you
use our links, we get a little bit of money back. Okay, third thing. I just feel like we might as well mention that because everyone's using tons of Amazon links these days, and that's a way to help support channels that you like. Third thing is going to be our hydro flasks. We have two 64-ounce hydro flasks. That means that we take around 128 ounces of water with us anywhere we go.
They are double sealed, vacuum sealed, so
amazing,
this water will stay cold for 48 hours, truly. If you put ice in there, 2 days later, you'll come back with ice cold water.
We also have the little $10 straw lids that you can get online. You can get at REI, wherever. They're really amazing, and it makes it really easy to keep up on your water intake. Something I've noticed with traveling around in the bus is that, especially when we've been in drier climates like Utah, you need to be drinking a ton of water. Or even in Colorado,
you don't want to drink.
Dry.
You don't want to drink your own supply, right?
Yeah.
So
and
it's
also,
so much better to go to gas stations, fill it up with ice, fill it up with water, and then you have ice cold water for days that you didn't have to take a gallon from your own supply.
Right, exactly. I guess number 4 would be our hammocks. We've included them in so many videos.
If you don't have a hammock, pause this video and go buy a hammock. Why would you not? If you ever go out and live near trees, hammocks are the best thing ever. Like, especially if you're trying to get into hiking, and you find yourself tired. I mean, you can just hang a hammock and take a little chill while you're. I mean, that's kind of the beautiful thing about being out in nature is the lack of haste. And hammocks are the epitome of chilling out.
Not only do you have a seat, but you have a bed, and like it's hanging, and you can swing on it.
And they're not expensive at all. You're just so surprised to see how much they are. Seriously, check the link.
Fifth thing is what?
Fifth thing is kind of a utility tool that I found myself using a lot during the winter, and it is a simple adapter. Basically, this thing allows you to refill your 1-pound propane tanks off of a bigger propane tank. And if you're like us and you don't want to be housing a huge propane tank at all times, you could stop by your friend's house or anyone really and just refill all your little green 1 gallons. I'm sorry, 1 pounds. You can refill them up to 6 times. I usually only did it about 4 times because I didn't want to push the limit on refilling these things, but it's really cool and it was a huge money saver. We got the top of the line, amazing, fantastic reverse camera. Make sure to check this one out. They actually sponsored us on this item, so mad props to Halo View. The cool thing about this particular reverse camera is it installs. I mean, I installed it in like half an hour. It's unbelievably easy. Just hook it up to your power.
I thought it was going to be like a longer process, but it literally took you no time at all.
I got inside and she told her mom that I hooked up the reverse camera, and her mom's so impressed. So thank you for being impressed, Judy. But really, I got to give props to Halo View because it was so easy to install. Because it's wireless. It runs off of 2.4 gigahertz or 2.8, I don't remember, but it runs off of a wireless frequency. So the back camera just has a little antenna, and the front monitor has an antenna, and all you have to do is hook them both up to power. I just hooked the back one directly up to our solar using those little clips, and just ran it right to the outside where I mounted it on the rear. And then the front, I just removed our old janky dash, cleaned off a spot, and it already had the adhesive tape right on it. So I just mounted it right there, hooked it right up to our fuse block. Our fuse box is right behind where I mounted it, so it was super easy, and just grounded it to a screw in the dash. Boom, I have a reverse camera. It was awesome. And it's high definition, the picture quality is awesome. It has audio, which is kind of crazy for a reverse camera, but you could hear like if kids are walking behind you or something like that if you're not really paying attention, which is a really, really cool feature. Yeah,
the image quality is really, really fantastic, and we're super, super grateful to have it in here. Unfortunately, we're not getting to use it a ton, but we know it's going to be an awesome advantage to the new owner of the bus. Thank you so much, Halo View. This is the first sponsorship we've ever done, so this was a really awesome one to start with.
Number 6.
This is 5.
Really, really cool item that we got with the initial build of the bus. I got it off of Amazon. Is this DC USB charging block. So it's cool because it's DC. Most charging blocks you have to plug into a wall. This one just has a red and a black wire coming out of the back of it, and you just hook that directly up to your battery bank, or your fuse block in our case. Right next to that is number 7, which is another nerdy tech item, but I think it's really, really cool if you're doing your own solar build. Make sure you get one of these MPPT solar charge controllers that come with the remote. So this remote we just mounted right next to our bed, so I could just see at any given time how many watts we're getting, how many we have stored, how many we've made altogether.
Yep.
It's been a lifesaver. Zane has figured out how to use it really, really easily. It's very user-friendly.
Very user-friendly, yeah.
So if you pick one of these solar charge controllers up, a lot of the higher wattage ones will come with this for free. So make sure you check out this particular MPP solar charge controller if you're doing a build. Otherwise, you might not know exactly what's going on with your power.
Next one, probably the last one, right?
Sure.
Okay, the next one and the last item is something that might be even a little controversial in the bus life, van life community. But I'm sitting staring at it right now, so I'm gonna mention it. Our DC truck fridge. It runs off of 60 watts. It is amazing. It's a little bit bigger than like a miniature fridge, so you really have tons of space in there.
It is exactly 130 liters.
Yeah.
The reason that we went with this over a Dometic was because when we were building the bus, we wanted it to feel as homey as possible. We wanted it to feel as much like our house. We wanted to not compromise with stuff like just the creature comforts.
Yeah.
Like, that's why we got the sink with the nozzle and like it's just a normal house sink.
So we really wanted to make this feel like a home, not a bus.
Right.
But yeah, the great thing about this fridge is it's literally like the best fridge you've ever seen in your life, miniature version. Compartments for everything, really, really well organized. We love truck fridge.
Okay.
I'm getting really hungry. I just realized that my rumbling's tumbling. Yeah.
All right, guys, we're gonna go get some lunch, and we'll meet back up with you whenever we hear from the new buyers of the bus. They're gonna be coming here in just a little while. So.
Yeah, and then we'll be saying sayonara to this bad beauty.
Yep. So the next
bad beautiful beauty.
Bad beautiful beauty.
Bad in a cool way.
So the next scene that you guys see will be saying goodbye to her. See you then.
Okay. So that might have to be a little out of focus, otherwise it'll...
We'll turn the AC back on.
Okay. Oh, I just got a text.
Is it from them?
Yeah, it looks like it. This feels so awkward.
We'll just cut. So after a whole week of planning, us wasting hours of our day today, they just backed out. They're not buying the bus.
Yeah, so we're super bummed about that, but I don't know. First we were feeling really, really frustrated. We've kind of been talking about it for the past couple minutes, and now it's just like, okay, on to the next. It wasn't meant to be.
We had a lot of people. I'm frustrated because it's been a whole week that
I totally understand. I feel the same way.
There was other people that really wanted to get the bus.
But like we didn't even get back to right away because
Well, she contacted us and said, I'm at the bank and they said they'll approve me a loan for that amount. So we were like, okay, this is the first person who said they have the money, basically. Yeah. So we went with her, but...
Anyway.
All right, so...
All right, well, Chad's really frustrated, so I'm really irritated too. But yeah, it just didn't end up happening today, and we're just gonna move forward. And the good thing is we still have time on our hands before we're going to Hawaii, so we can still deal with this. And I was telling Chad earlier that nothing has really changed for us. We'll still have someone buy the bus. We're still going to Maui. Everything's great and groovy. It's just been a whole process this week. But sometimes in life, you just have to move along and not carry that stress with you, because then you could manifest it into future encounters. And that's not what we're trying to do.
All right, so I guess we're gonna go back to the house and get our 70D and go back to the bus and take some pictures and try and post it on eBay and stuff, and get back to some of these people who wanted to buy it before and see if anyone actually gets back to us there.
Yeah. Sorry guys, this has been a weird video, and this isn't what we plan on titling it or what we plan on the summation of this video being, but it is what it is. And like you said, we're gonna go probably try to sell it on eBay or Craigslist, because that'll be something that's a little bit of a quicker transaction.
Storm clouds are rolling in. It seems appropriate, babe.
Yeah, and I also emailed some of you guys back that had inquired, and so we'll see if anything manifests there. But I guess we should wrap this video up, yeah?
I guess so. Sorry it was so weird, guys.
It's a weird day for us too, literally today.
It really has. We got up early to take care of the bus and make sure we tied up all the loose ends, and make sure everything was good with make sure everything was good with that reverse camera. And anyway, we hope you got some use out of the segment we did with the essentials. We really truly do stand behind everything we talked about there, and we hope that you check some of this stuff out in the descriptions below.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We love you.
We love you.
All right, guys. Well, don't forget to comment, subscribe, like, all the good stuff. We will see you in the next video on Friday, and
we'll have an update for you then.
Yeah. 14 days till Maui.
Yeah.